What is blockchain? The way Excel spreadsheets and SQL databases are data storing and management system, blockchain technology is also a database system, but it is much more advanced. What is different about blockchain and how it works? Let's dive deeper into that. In blockchain technology, data are stored in blocks that are linked together in a chain. A block has three main components. Number one, a header that includes metadata, such as timestamp and the previous block's hash. So each block is linked to the previous block. That way, you cannot just modify one block in between. As all the data are linked, making changes to one single data is very time-consuming. Number two, the data section. The data section contains main information part, such as transaction or record of an event that you want to store in a block, and smart contracts. Smart contracts are nothing but programs stored in the blockchain technology that runs automatically where predetermined conditions are met. Smart contracts can self-manage the contracts without the need for a third party like a bank, any financial institute, or other government institute. When you do not have to deal with a third party like that, it saves time and money both. Number three, the hash or a cryptographic value that is used for the verification purpose. This cryptographic value includes a private key and a public key. These keys help in performing successful transactions between two parties. In the cryptocurrency world, these identities are referred to as digital signature. All the individuals who are the authorities use this digital signature in order to reach a consensus on the transactions or any other issues, and it is certified by a mathematical verification process. These are the key parts of the blockchain technology. Let's talk about some working aspects of blockchain that makes it different and advanced than traditional database options. Unlike traditional database systems, where if you are the admin, you have the full control, blockchain uses peer-to-peer network that contains a shared ledger. A blockchain network shares controls, data, and functions amongst multiple computers or multiple individuals called nodes. Each node has a copy of the data. If you need to add or modify any piece of information, you need to go through a consensus. That means majority of the nodes has to agree to the decision. This decentralization system makes it more secure and transparent than a traditional or regular database options, because one single person cannot modify or corrupt the data. Anyone can join and participate in the network as long as they know the consensus rule of the network. So it allows transparency and inclusivity in the decision-making process. At the same time, network members can control what information others can see and use. Businesses can decide what information to be accessible to the public and which information to be accessible to the select group of people. Another important feature that ensures the security is that the data in a blockchain is encrypted. Once a block is approved, added, and confirmed by the network, it becomes immutable and cannot be reversed. That makes the data sustainable and ensures the integrity and security of the data. At this point, I should at least mention the name of the person who introduced the idea of the blockchain for the first time. He is Satoshi Nakamoto. He designed a Hashcash-like method that evolved into the blockchain today. Not a lot of information about him is actually available. We talked about all the great features that makes blockchain so attractive. To be fair, I should mention some of the disadvantages as well. We mentioned earlier that adding or modification of information in blockchain is pretty hard by design. So if you have a business where a lot of modification of information is necessary very often, blockchain may not be a suitable option for you. Think of an Amazon sales database. When you return things, they need to modify the database right away. It needs to be readily available, right? But the modification in blockchain cannot be readily available. There is also restrictions in the number of transactions per node, so scalability is an issue. Remember, the blockchain involves private key and public key? If a user loses the private key, that user faces a lot of challenges. That is also very inconvenient as a user experience. That's all I wanted to share with you today. Please subscribe if you thought it was useful. Thank you so much for watching.